Welcome to the mat, where we have our warm-up currently in progress. During AL's first wrestling match of the year, we'll be focusing on senior wrestler Trenton Silva. We'll use the 3 periods to zero in on his family and friends, hobbies and interests, and plans for the future. As the bell signals the start of the first period, let's get to know who might be here to spectate and support Trenton today. His family makes a place for themselves in the stands, there being 5 of them. First, we have his younger sisters, Trinity and Alicia, and his older brother, Peyton. Along with them, we have his parents, Tiffany and Guy, who always show their support for their son. Along with his family, Trenton's many friends are also here today, both on the team and in the stands. As we head into the second leg of the match, let's get to know what Trenton does off the mat. Trenton works at Sakura Hibachi and Grill, where he busses and washes tables. Speaking of the food industry, Trenton's favorite food is potatoes, more specifically French fries. He has to keep a balanced diet to be able to keep up with his wrestling career, though. Wrestling isn't the only sport Trenton does. Prior to wrestling, he did 2 years of jiu-jitsu and karate, which have helped him with his wrestling career. Trenton's friends would describe him as relaxed, efficient, and kind. And one motto he always has on repeat in his head is, if it was easy, everyone would do it. Trenton would tell everybody not to quit because he hates quitters. Speaking of not quitting, we're heading into the final stretch of the match. Before we declare the winner, let's get to know what Trenton plans to do for the future. Trenton wants to travel because he hasn't been able to much. 2 places in specific he would like to visit are Hawaii, because he likes the tropical environment, and Kyoto, because he's a fan of the architecture. Trenton wants to live outside of the U.S., most likely in Europe. Trenton does plan on going to college eventually, although he isn't sure what for or where. He thinks it would surprise people to know that he wants to fight for a living. In his ideal future, he would be a millionaire world champion in some fighting organization, and he would have a Maserati. The winner has been declared, and of course, it's AL. Let's watch the replay and review what we've learned. During the first period, we went over Cameron's family and friends who were here to support him today. In the second period, we went over his hobbies and interests, what he gets up to when not on the mat. And lastly, we went over his goals and plans for the future. Thank you for being here, and be sure to support AL and Trenton in all future endeavors. Good luck.